In order for Bernie to win, he needs to overwin. That looks like literally what happened in Iowa.
And I find it hard to believe Joe Biden could raise $1.
Yeah, guys, that's the realistic whisper of a dream scenario, where Bernie doesn't just win,
he crushes. It.
Yeah, and that's on the board. That is definitely on the board.
Bernie Sanders draws 3,000 plus people to a massive rally, tons of energy, tons of excitement, and Joe Biden in the same city on the same day can barely fill a middle school gymnasium.
Anybody here from Iowa? Come on, folks.
He's endorsing Bernie. He's going to endorse Bernie.
You think he's going to endorse Bernie?
That's my money. I think he's going to endorse Bernie. He knows it's over. You can see it in his eyes. It's over.
Get ready. If we win New Hampshire and Nevada, then we probably win South Carolina. Then it's over.
Biden lives to fight another day.
Yeah.
And really does not deserve to, based on what happened last night. Like, he completely crumbled, and that is just, it drives me crazy.
Biden has on his campaign posters sunglasses that he sometimes wears, like as a
Cool guy.
But what is it a symbol of?
Joe Biden has actually abandoned the state, much like, I don't know, much like Hitler abandoned his wolf's nest. And he's fled to his redoubt in South Carolina. He will not even.
But we both have so little faith in his ability to do well.
Turn anyone out.
I think that he's number 5. You know, Chris Lee was on MSNBC Morning Joe this morning, and he said, well, I think that any Democrat could beat Trump. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? I mean, that's counter to your whole thing. That's why you're running for president.
Can you imagine if Joe Biden wound up like Chris Christie, just behind Bernie Sanders going, I'll take it. Yeah. I'll head his transition team. Oh, I won't? Okay.
Biden, 8.4%. He's also not viable now. So no delegates here. And even though he had himself a little bit of a firewall coming up on Super Tuesday, that firewall's gonzo, son. It is gone. There's no way that firewall is still there.
Biden, the person who's never won a presidential primary or caucus, despite running now 3 times, he's clearly the most electable.
Mm-hmm. That's what we.
That's my take.
Yeah.
Joe hasn't shown much in terms of signs of life anywhere.
I've seen some like really bad galaxy brain centrist takes on Twitter, like, all you young Latinos who talked to your parents about Bernie Sanders, that's cheating.
It's just bizarre, the level of desperation.
But now here's the thing, guys. There's no longer a race going on. The race is over.
He's supposed to win in South Carolina at all. And he's been closing on Biden from day one. And now Biden is a wounded antelope. Okay, I love that saying. Looks like it's a big win for Joe Biden. Bernie Sanders comes in second. Well, now it looks like maybe we have a 3.
So Joe Biden had a pretty dominant victory. There's really no other way to spin it.
After 32 years of trying. You know what they say, if you get knocked down, keep getting back up for the next 30 years until you can win.
Joe Biden, because he's the guy, remember, he's the guy during the Obama administration.
First of all, congratulations to him. It's his first primary win
Ever.
in our lives. And look, he had a good strategy. If this is what he wanted, he did set it up to get that.
Joe Biden win by so much? Well, the answer is very simple. The voters were old.
The only person with a path to a majority of delegates that I can see is Bernie Sanders. Everybody else is basically playing just to try to keep him under that so that they can, get into the contested convention.
There's just the fact that there's any data that Biden is going to do better under Trump is just absurd. It's just absurd. It is really just, it's.
Like Emma said, Biden spent, 24 days in South Carolina, over 11 visits. He really invested in it. But to make it a comeback, it's like you still have to do well elsewhere.
Because Bernie is looking very, very strong on Super Tuesday.